What is up, y'all? Welcome into day 4 of 30 days to a higher close rate, where I take a struggling online coach who has an 11% close rate and increase his close rate in literally just 30 days. We're 4 days in, all right? And in those 4 days, we've already gone from 11% to 25% with Hunter's close rate. Now, on day 4, what we focused on is we're still in that discovery section. All right, we're spending a lot of time in the discovery section because it is that important. So many sales coaches, so many online coaches, so many high ticket closers think that the money is made in becoming really good at handling objections. And that's true. You do have to be a master at handling objections. You got to be able to close down anybody. But really, the separator between good and average coaches in sales and great coaches in sales is your ability to execute a discovery. Like we talked about, it's about eliminating these concerns before they ever even become objections at the end of the call. Now, day 4, we focused on the tried question, all right? The tried question in the discovery section. Now, with that tried question, there are really only 2 pathways that you can go down, right? So the main purpose of the tried section is to further what I like to call the gap. All right, here's what I mean. I won't take up too much time. We'll get into the training here in just a second. But the gap is, how far is the gap between where they are and where they want to be? If that gap is really short between where they are and where they want to be, what they're currently experiencing and what their goal is, then they don't really have a huge reason to sign on with you. But if we widen that gap, right, we make it further between where they are and where they want to be, there's a higher need for a coach to fill the gap to get them to where they want to go, from point A to point B. So in the tried question, this is where we dig deeper. And like I said, there's really only 2 paths. You either have tried things and failed, or you haven't tried things and you haven't even started. Right? And depending on those 2 paths, you're gonna ask very specific questions, which we're gonna go over in today's training, that widen the gap. So let's waste no time. Let's get right into it. I'll see you in the training.
Cool.
All right, so with the tried section, really the premise of this, I don't know if you remember me saying this in the beginning, but the purpose of the tried section is to widen the gap between where they are and where they wanna be. If that gap is short, they don't have to make much progress to get to where they want to go. There's really no need for a coach, right? But the wider in their mind that gap is, the higher likelihood that they actually need a coach. So this question is going to widen that gap. Now, there's really only 2 possible paths, right? It's either somebody has tried something or somebody has not tried something. So you'll see that reflected in the script here, right? So if they have not tried something, right, we want to dig deep on, okay, well, how long have you been thinking about this? Oh, wow, you've been thinking about this for 6 months. What's held you back from trying something? Right. And if you haven't already found out that they have some fear, some doubt, some imposter syndrome, right, this is like the one last final checkpoint that could possibly come up. And that gives you the opportunity to handle that and tie that down. All right. Now, if you've already tied that down, right, like you don't need to tie it down again. You can just have the conversation. Oh, man, like we already talked about, like that's not going to be an issue. Right. And just kind of breeze through it. Now, the other one is they had tried something. Now, these questions here, right, there's kind of a lot of them, so you don't have to ask all of them. But, how long have you been doing that strategy? Do you like it? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Right. And all of that is going to lead to these final 2 questions here that are really important. Right. So basically saying, like, fair to say that strategy isn't working. And then also fair to say that you're open to trying something new. So what you're tying down there is just a perspective shift, that they're ready to try something new, that whatever they are currently doing or have done in the past is going to stay in the past.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. All right, so let's make a goal of doing 3 repetitions here, and then if we get that done early, we can close out for the day. But at least 3 reps here.
I love it. I love it.
All right, let's rip.
Cool. All right, man. So just to confirm, I mean, there's the strategy piece, the time piece. Otherwise, you feel really good, man. So, but those are, the biggest things holding you back from this goal. So, and in the past, say 6 months, a year, whenever, What have you tried so far to overcome these challenges and reach this weight loss? Getting these things in order.
Nothing. I'm brand spanking new to this, man.
Yeah.
So, truthfully, nothing.
Okay, man. And how long has this been a goal though?
Well, I mean, honestly, over the past couple weeks since I had that doctor's
Yeah.
appointment,
Yeah.
it's kind of been a thought for, yeah, only really a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Okay, man.
So, okay, so that's a tricky one,
That
right?
is.
Because like
Yeah.
we can't leverage the time here.
Yeah.
So, what I would say is, I would say, hey, I understand that this goal is kind of a short-term thought, but like in the grand scheme of your life, like why haven't you attacked your health earlier?
Yeah. 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 Would it be, I mean, would it be too frank to be like, yeah, man, but like these 45 pounds didn't just like appear in the last 2 weeks? Is that too?
Huh? I like
Okay.
it.
I like it. That's like probably what I would say in that. But
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Um, okay, yeah, man. I mean, I totally get that, dude. But like, if we're honest, like these 45, 50 pounds didn't just show up in the last 2 weeks, man. So I guess my question would be like, why haven't you taken action on this sooner?
Probably a little bit of arrogance, just
Mm-hmm.
like mind in the wrong spot, like
Mm-hmm.
kind of just chasing the money and focused on the family and kind of putting myself on the back seat, honestly.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, man. So, dude, I have a question. Like, I mean, in these other areas of life, I mean, you're crushing it everywhere else, man. So, like, what have you done to get so far in those areas? Has that been just something you just did, or were there other people that kind of brought you to that spot?
Why do you want to go that way?
Because I want to, my mind goes to, okay, there's a good chance this guy's not a self made man anywhere else. And if I can see where, okay, I had to be taught here, I had to be taught here, I had to be mentored here, I had to be mentored here, that he's going to apply that in this way as well. Is that dumb?
I can see that.
But
Um,
that could also be a massive rabbit trail. So,
yeah, I was going to say my follow-up question was like, but how long is that going to take?
for sure.
I
Okay.
think, he obviously wants mentorship, right? That's
Hmm.
why he's on the call. So I don't
Yeah.
think we need to tie that down. I
Okay.
think the only thing that I would do here is like just reconfirm that he's ready to change now, right?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
he's been arrogant in the past, right? Ignored this part of his life, but like, bro, like you're ready to make this change now, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Like you
Okay.
you no longer want to be that way.
Yeah.
I think that's all we have to do on this one.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah, man. I totally, totally understand that, man. And I know these last 2 weeks have kind of thrown you for a loop, though. So feels pretty safe to say you're ready to make this change now, though.
Yeah, I don't want to be that way anymore.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Cool. All right, let's start from so that's rep one.
Yep.
Let's try something different on this
Cool.
one.
Cool. All right, man. So just to confirm, there's a layer of strategy, layer of time. Outside of that, you feel pretty good, man. But these things are the biggest things holding you back. I mean, what else have you tried so far in order to overcome these challenges and reach this weight loss?
Yeah, different. I'm going to give you a different scenario. So
Yeah,
just imagine a totally different
for
guy.
sure.
Yeah, man. Well, I've been trying to lose the same 30 pounds for a very long time now. And I mean, I've tried a slew of different things.
Yeah, dude. Tell me. Give me all the bullet points, man. What have you tried?
Yeah, I've tried CrossFit. I've tried, paleo with CrossFit, keto, detoxes, all sorts of shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. There's a million things out there. So, how long have you been trying all this stuff?
Um, Man, years it feels like at least 3 years.
At least 3 years, man. Did you like that stuff?
Not really, because it didn't really work that well.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, is that the main stuff you don't like about it? Is there anything you did like about it?
Um, no, not honestly. I like the community from CrossFit.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun, and it's also nice to like go into the gym and not have to worry about like what you are gonna do that day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's cool. But what I don't like about it is obviously just like haven't really gotten much results. Just feel like I'm, lose the weight, gain the weight back, and just in the
Mm-hmm.
same cycle.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, man. So some success overall, didn't really like it. So like why all of a sudden do you want to stop doing those things and try a new strategy?
Really just, yeah, lack of results
Yeah.
and just feel like, the definition of insanity is just doing the same thing over and over again. And I've already been doing that for 3 years.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. So it's fair to say that you haven't been getting the results you want in, the last 3 years with CrossFit, paleo, keto, detox, all this kind of stuff.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So it's also fair to say you're open to moving on from that stuff and trying something new.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I love it, man. I love it.
Cool.